Homage to my Guru, protector Manjushri, who holds to his heart a scriptural text symbolic of his seeing all things as they are. Wisdom shines forth like the sun, unclouded by the two obscurations, who teaches in 60 ways, with the loving compassion of a parent for her only child. All wanderers caught in the prison of samsara, confused in the darkness of their ignorance, overwhelmed by suffering, use dragon thunder like proclamation of Dharma, rouses us from the stupor of our afflictions and frees us from the iron chains of our karma, who wields the sword of wisdom, hewing down suffering when its sprouts appear, clearing the darkness of ignorance. Youth's princely body is adorned with 112 marks of a Buddha. You completed the stages achieving the highest perfection of a bodhisattva who has been pure from the beginning. I bow down to you, O Manjushri. Oh my God. Omarapasana. With the brilliance of your wisdom, O compassionate one, illuminate the
Venerable holy gurus, in the space of your truth body, from billowing clouds of your wisdom and love, let fall the rain of the profound and extensive Dharma, in whatever form is suitable for subduing sentient beings. Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kamniryatayami. I take refuge until I have awakened in the Buddhas, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By the merit I create by listening to the Dharma, I will attain Buddhahood in order to benefit all sentient beings. I take refuge until I have awakened in the Buddhas, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By the merit I create by listening to the Dharma, I will attain Buddhahood in order to benefit all sentient beings. I take refuge until I have awakened in the Buddhas, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By the merit I create by listening to the Dharma, I will attain Buddhahood in order to benefit all sentient beings.
Okay, we will begin today's discussion with the heading says the divisions of the perfection of forbearance. Okay, so it has root text. Entering the middle way. Okay, the root. The verse is 10th, okay, 10th verse from the 3rd chapter. It reads, okay, forbearance, even dedicated toward perfect Buddhahood, is mundane, if objectified in terms of the three factors. If there is no such objectification, the Buddha said, this is perfection that indeed transcends the world. Okay, so this verse has indicated the difference between mundane and super mundane perfections of forbearance. So, forbearance, even dedicated toward perfect Buddhahood, means that even dedicated means that here, explicitly conveying that even the forbearance which is dedicated to the achievement of Buddhahood, if that is not conjoined with wisdom directly realizing emptiness, that sort of forbearance or perfection forbearance is a mundane perfection of forbearance. Okay, and then on the other hand, the forbearance which is dedicated to the achievement of Buddhahood, and also it is also conjoined or complemented by wisdom directly realizing emptiness, then that particular forbearance constitute super mundane perfection of forbearance. Okay, so this is the distinction between the super and super mundane and super mundane perfections of forbearance. Okay, so Okay, so if you look into the root text, okay, it doesn't show that clearly. Okay, see, forbearance even dedicated toward perfection. Buddhahood is mundane if objectified in terms of the three factors. Okay, if objectified, yes, it's okay. If it is objectified in terms of three factors, then that forbearance must be okay a mundane perfection of forbearance. But if you say, if you reverse this, okay, if any mundane forbearance, if any instances of mundane forbearance should necessarily be a forbearance which is objectified, okay, in terms of the three factors, then not necessarily, okay, not necessary, okay. Forbearance, even forbearance, which is the dedicated forbearance that is dedicated toward perfect Buddhahood, but it is conjoined by wisdom, realizing emptiness, okay, relying on, okay, meaning generality of the emptiness, okay. So that is, okay, that is not considered to be super mundane, okay. Whatever forbearance occurs in the continuum of superior Buddha Sattva, all of them are considered, or all of them are, how to say, instances of super mundane forbearance, okay. Okay, and then the division of the perfection of the forbearance into two, mundane and super mundane, is presented in the 4 lines beginning forbearance, even dedicated toward perfect Buddhahood. This distinction can be understood on the basis of what has been already explained above, okay, in relation to the first two perfection, okay. Yeah, okay. So, okay. In other words, okay, the perfection of forbearance, okay, the perfection of forbearance, okay, in other words, I think, okay, the perfection of forbearance, I think, in other words, the perfection of forbearance can be the distinction or between these two mundane and super mundane perfections of forbearance can be also made, okay. The forbearance, okay, which is possessed or experienced by a person who has not achieved wisdom, directly realizing emptiness. And, okay, that is the definition, you can also, the definition, okay, of the mundane perfection of forbearance. And also the perfection of forbearance, okay, whose the perfection of forbearance, which is okay, which is, I think, okay, experience, okay, which is actualized by a person who has achieved, okay, wisdom directly realizing emptiness is the definition of perfection of super mundane perfection of wisdom, super mundane perfection of forbearance, okay. So, okay, yeah, I think, okay, and then maybe you may have some questions, okay, regarding this, so we can deal with this later on. See, okay. Then we come to the fourth one, the heading, the fourth heading, the other pure qualities that arise on this ground, okay. This has root text, okay, 2 lines. On this ground, the Bodhisattva attains absorptions and clairvoyance. Here, attachment and aversion come to exhaust completely. Okay, so these 2 lines. And so we need to understand the content of these 2, the content of these 2 lines. Just as on this 3rd ground, the Bodhisattva attains purity of the perfection of forbearance. In the same way, he attains the period of 4 absorptions, such as the first level of absorption, and exemplified by this, he will attain the 4 formless attainments: infinite space, infinite consciousness, nothingness, and the peak of existence, Sakala existence. The 4 immeasurables, okay, loving kindness, compassion, Gawatseme, sympathetic, joy, and equanimity, and the 5 types of clairvoyance: supernatural feats, divine ears, knowledge of others' minds, recollection of previous lives, and divine eyes. Okay. Although he may enter and exit these absorptions, although he may enter and exit these absorption states, okay, and formless absorption states and formless states, seeing that they have completed the causes of awakening, he will take birth through the power of aspiration prayers, thinking especially of this. He will not take birth through the power of the mundane absorptions and formless attainments. He is able to do this. Okay, I think, okay. He is able to do, okay. Able to do this, starting from the first ground, but on this ground, the Bodhisattva attains a higher training in concentration that is far superior to previous grounds, and with that, he experiences greater temptation to take birth through such power. This is why this point is mentioned here. I think we will talk about this. I think, okay. So basically what it's saying is that, just stick with the 2 lines. On this ground, the Bodhisattva attains absorptions and clairvoyance. Here, attachment and aversion come to exhaust completely. Okay, we need to understand the meaning of these 2 lines. Okay, that means by virtue of, I think, meditative equipoise. Okay, by virtue of meditative equipoise of the initial stainless third ground. Okay. Such Bodhisattva, or the Bodhisattva who are on the 3rd ground, attains uniquely superior 4 concentration states, as well as 4 formless states, concentration absorption states, okay, and as well as 4 immeasurables, and also 5 clairvoyances, okay, 17 altogether. 17, how to say, good qualities, okay. Okay. Okay, so this is just not just random thing. This has been achieved. Okay, having perfected, having, I think, experienced or having attained the superiority in the perfection of generosity, morality, as well as perfection of forbearance. Okay, so through through the power of having actualized or having excelled, I think, in those first perfections, okay. And once he or she enters the third ground, at that third ground, okay, that very, the first or initial moment of the uncontaminated wisdom of the third ground, okay, has become, I think, very, very powerful, okay, in terms of immediately resulting in, okay, special or uniquely special, I think, very advanced or uniquely perfected or uniquely excelled, I think, 5 clairvoyances, as well as 4 immeasurables, and also the 4 concentration states, as well as 4 formless states of mind. And then it is very, how to say, it is okay. And then, given that, okay, he has such an attainment, okay, superb attainment of those concentration states, then we might, okay, create some sort of doubt. Oh, maybe he might, okay, take rebirth, okay, through the power of concentration states or formless absorption states, okay. So in order to clear away this, this doubt, okay, this doubt which would otherwise, which would occur, which can occur, okay. So therefore, not in the root text, but auto-commentary of these 2 lines, Chandrakirti specifically mentioned that such Bodhisattvas the Bodhisattvas who are on the third ground will not take rebirth by virtue of, or by the force of, I think, four concentrations, okay. 4 concentration states of form RAM and 4 absorption states of formless RAM, okay. Specifically mentioned this, okay, in order to clear away this, doubt, okay. So the meaning is, this is the meaning that is conveyed by Tsongkhapa, okay. I think translation is not so clear. I think I will see this, okay. He is able to do this, okay. This is why this point is mentioned here, okay. He is able to do this starting from the first ground, but on this ground, the Bodhisattva attains a higher training in concentration that is far superior to previous grounds, and with that, he experiences greater temptation. No, he will not. Greater temptation. It is not talking about him. It is talking about people like us. Okay, not it. Okay, the attainment is his own or her own attainment. Okay, then the person who has yet to attain such qualities might, generate some sort of, calms or doubt. Okay, as to, she or he may, take rebirths in rebirths. Okay, through the force of, such concentration or through the force of concentration or formless concentration, okay? Because he has excelled in those, states. So that, that is the how the doubt may occur, okay? That is the how, that is the way, that is the how, that is the way, I think, how such doubt may occur, okay? So in order to clear away that doubt, okay, this is why this point is mentioned here. Here, I think, here is not in the root original text, not here. We shouldn't say here. This is why this point is mentioned, is then complete. Okay. Mentioned means where? Auto commentary, not in the root text. Here is, I think, a little bit extra. Okay. Is that clear? Okay, then okay, we'll move on. This is not a very hard topic.
So what it is saying is that the bodhisattvas don't use that as the cause for rebirth, but it's because of the power of their aspiration.
Oh yes.
The prayers, the bodhicitta is what propels them.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Okay.
Yes.
Just to clarify.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really
Yeah. So now the second line. Okay. Second line is, what is the second line? We have the second line. In the same way, what is the second line? Okay, here attachment and aversion come to exhaust completely. That is the second line. Okay, so with regard to the second line, okay, I will read Tsongkhapa's exposition. And here on this ground, attachment and aversion come to exhaust completely. So now this, very faithful, okay. First, faithfully commenting on the root text, okay. Okay. And then thus attaining their cessation, okay. The conjunction and dang, okay, in this conjunction is not in the root text, but it means conjunction in auto commentary, okay, not in the root text, okay. Carries the meaning of also, and it is there to include what is not mentioned, namely delusion, okay, ignorance, okay. Okay. So the meaning of the word exhaust, okay, now the real comment, he is making real comment here, okay. The meaning of the word exhaust here should not be taken to be total exhaustion, okay. Okay. For even the sutra states that all four fetters of desire, form, cycle, existence, and ignorance are thinned out. Okay, this is the root, the text. Satyaveda, the 10 grounds sutra. 10 grounds sutra is the root text of entering the middle way. Okay, so therefore, the ultimate root text is saying, okay, all four fetters of desire, form, cycle, existence, and ignorance are thinned out. So therefore, we need to understand in terms of being thinned out rather than complete exhaustion. Okay. Yeah. Okay. If you take the meaning literally, then it would mean it. Then then yeah, it will mean, I think, on the third, the Bodhisattva on the third ground has eliminated, attachment, aversion, as well as ignorance. Okay, so since that is the not case, okay, this, reading from the oral commentary should be understood in terms of being thinned out, okay? So with respect to what is meant by this statement about exhaustion of attachment, aversion, and delusion on this Bodhisattva ground, Asanga's Bodhisattva grounds, explains that this is through the power of mundane meditative absorption and formless attainment that one becomes free from attachment toward the desire, form, and formless realm. This is the elimination of manifest level as spoken of earlier. This seems, therefore, why the word thinned out is used, okay? The fetters being thinned out, okay? To seem to be the ones mentioned in the Abhidhamma text, okay? So, according to Asanga's Bodhisattva grounds, okay? So this is written in accordance with Chidamatan viewpoint, okay? So therefore, their presentation of afflictions is quite comparatively, I think, quite grosser, I think, coarser, I think, compared to the afflictions presented by Prasangika Madhyamika. So in this case, okay, with respect to, in accordance with Bodhisattva's grounds, okay, Asanga's Bodhisattva's grounds, so Asanga's Bodhisattva grounds is also a commentary of 10 grounds sutra, okay. So we have two different commentaries. The one is entering the middle way. The other one is Bodhisattva ground, written by Asanga, okay. So according to Asanga's Bodhisattva grounds, that, the passage we have just quoted from the 10 grounds is explained, okay, in a way that through the power of mundane meditative absorption and formless attainment, that one becomes free from attachment toward the desire, form, and formless realms, okay. That means it actually is saying, it is actually, literally it is saying that the afflictive desire that is classed within the desire realm, and that is classed form realm and also in formless realm are okay, are eradicated, or that person becomes free from such attachment, okay, toward, such attachments such as that of desire realm, form realm, and formless realm, okay. So this also does not mean that Bodhisattva who is on the third ground, superior third ground, has eradicated or has eradicated the seed of all three afflicted desires. Okay, rather it means that in manifest, we have manifest level. Okay, this is the elimination of manifest level. Manifest level means elimination of manifest level. Okay, means that manifest level. Yeah, okay. To some, yeah, for the time being, we can say, for the time being. This is the elimination of a manifest level, as spoken of earlier. Earlier means in the first chapter. Okay, so it means that means for the time being, for the time being, or for certain period of time. For a certain period of time, okay, the Bodhisattva who are Bodhisattvas who are on the third ground has eliminated the afflictions which are presented in Abhidhamma, okay, or presented in Asangas Bodhisattva grounds. Okay. So, manifest affliction and affliction. Some would say there's some difference between them, okay? Some others say that these are the same, okay? So either one is fine. If you know the connotations of both saying, okay? So, if I may say, okay, no, I think, okay, manifest level, okay, in this case means, okay, for a certain period of time, Bodhisattvas who are on the third ground has eliminated or eradicated the manifest afflictions, which are presented in Abhidhamma, okay. Abhidhamma text, okay. This seems therefore why the word thinned out is used over here. Okay. Thin out. Thin out means that you have, how to say, diminished, okay, you have diminished. In the sense that, you have diminished in the sense that, I think, also in the sense that, I think in the sense that the manifest afflictions taught in Abhidhamma can be categorized into two, okay. The one is the artificial or contrived. The other one is innate, okay. Within the innate manifest afflictions, okay, there are also 9 categories, okay. 9 different, 9 varieties, okay. There are 9 varieties of manifest innate afflictions taught in Abhidhamma text. So in this case also, in this case, I think, thin out means that the Bodhisattva who are on the third ground has eliminated some level of, some quantity, okay, of some quantity, I would say, some quantity of the seed of manifest afflictions among the 9 varieties or 9 levels of innate manifest afflictions. So this could be okay. So either one is fine, I think. To some extent, or for a certain period of time, he has eradicated. But even though he has not eradicated the seed of manifest affliction, that could be also. We can take that, the meaning, and also, in other words, the object that is, how to say, relinquished by the non-interrupted, uncontaminated wisdom of the third ground. Okay. What is? Is eliminated. The object that is relinquished, that is abandoned or by the non-interrupted, uncontaminated, uncontaminated wisdom of the third ground. Okay, so we can also take that. Okay, when we said this is the elimination of manifest level, means that we can take that that how to say that specific afflictions. Okay, that is one, I think, one description. The another one is for time, for a certain period of time, they can, how to say, eradicate or eradicate. I think they have eradicated the manifest level of afflictions. Okay, that is taught in Abhidharma. Okay. Spoken of this, this seems therefore why the word thinned out is used. Okay, so therefore, if that is the sense, I mean, thinned out. Okay, thinned out is used in 10 grounds sutra. Okay, so therefore, even with respect to the understanding of Bodhisattva's grounds, okay, in this case, being thinned out could also mean the Bodhisattvas who are on the third ground have eliminated manifest level of afflictions, okay, for a certain period of time. Okay. So in this case, manifest level of affliction should be understood in terms of the afflictions that are, presented in Abhidhamma Kosha Kariga or Upper Abhidhamma, or Bodhisattva grounds. Okay. So that is the meaning. Okay. I think. Okay. This seems therefore why the word thin out is used. Okay. So thin out. Either one is fine. Okay. Either one is, I think, good. Fine. Okay. Thin out means just what is that? Correlating. Okay. Correlating object that is to be discarded. Okay. For the initial path, which is uncontaminated, okay, of the third ground, okay. So you can point out to that, okay, manifest level, okay. This is elimination, okay, okay. Okay, I think the feathers being thinned out too seem to be the ones mentioned in the Abhidhamma text. Okay, feathers. Okay, chingwa. Okay, chingwa is feathers. Okay, feather. Okay. Chingwa is just a name of affliction. Name of affliction. Feather. Debe chingwa we have. Debe chingwa, feather of desire. Sibe chingwa, feather of existence. Sibe chingwa. Maribe chingwa, feather of ignorance. Tabe chingwa, feather of wrong view. Okay. So 4 feathers there are. All those feathers also must be understood in terms of the feathers conveyed in Abhidhamma text. Okay. See, we have, okay, huh? Okay. In connection with this, okay. In connection with this matter at hand, okay. Now, there's the statement in the statement in the sutra, I think. In the sutra, okay. In the sutra, in this case, sutra is 10 grounds. His fetters in the form of views were already eliminated previously. Okay. His fetters, Bodhisattva, third ground Bodhisattva. His fetters in the form of views were already eliminated previously. Some explain this sentence to mean that the last 3 of 5 types of false views are eliminated on the path of seeing. However, this should be taken to mean that acquired dimension of the 5 views have been eliminated on the path of seeing. Okay. That should be clear. Okay. And then, the Bodhisattva grounds, however, reads in this. Okay. The Bodhisattva grounds, however, reads this in the following way. Okay. Asanka's Bodhisattva grounds, however, reads this in the following way. The fetters that views are eliminated from the ground of engagement by imagination, because it is there that one first aspires to the suchness of the ultimate nature of things. Okay. Okay, so this is okay. 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 So again, the fetters that are views are okay. Eliminated from the ground of engagement by imagination, because it is there that one first aspires to the suchness of the ultimate nature of things. Okay. Yeah. It also, I think it should be understood. Yeah, it is. It needs to be understood in terms of having forbidden maybe, or having stopped or hold it, the afflictive emotions. Okay, that is. Okay. 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 I think. Okay. Wow. Let me. This is. Yeah. Okay. It is talking. It talks. Okay. In terms of I think contrived views. Okay. Contrived wrong views. Or contrived afflictive views. Okay. So this is talking about the contrived afflictive views. Okay. So Bodhisattva's grounds says the fetters that are views are eliminated from the ground of engagement by imagination. Okay. So means the fetters, in this case, the fetters refer to contrived fetters of view, okay, are eliminated, but not eliminated from their roots or from their seeds, but rather it should be understood in terms of having blocked, I think, having blocked from arising in the continuum of such practitioners who are in the level of who are in the level of imagination ground, okay. Imagination ground is to, accumulation and preparation path. Accumulation and the preparation path are considered to be mujugisa, means ground of imagination. Okay. So preparation, during the preparation part, they have, during the preparation part, they have, how to say, okay, they have, I think, they have, how to say, forbidden or, I think, and overpowered, I think. Overpowered, the contrived fetters of views in the sense that they can no longer arise within such practitioners, okay. So that is the meaning, but not, it doesn't mean that the the practitioners who are on the level of accumulation path and preparation path have actually, have actually eradicated the fetters of view, okay. Contrived fetters of view, you can say also. Okay. The fetters thereof views are eliminated from the ground of engagement by imagination. By imagination, okay. Okay. Because it is there that one first aspires to the suchness of the ultimate nature of things. Because it is there that one first aspires to the suchness of the ultimate nature of things. Aspires to the suchness is a little bit strange and doesn't work very well here. Chunyi 대관원이는 means very aspire, I think, to be engaged, aspire to engage in, engage in the suchness of the ultimate nature of things, of phenomena. Okay. Yeah, is that clear? Okay. Okay, huh? Because because they are, okay, Bodhisattva who are in the preparation part, okay, and also, preparation part, say, Bodhisattva who are on the preparation part are very much, they very much aspire to engage in the suchness of the ultimate, the emptiness of inherent existence, okay. Or in this case, the emptiness of, in this case, I think, the ultimate nature of reality, okay. Ultimate nature of reality, okay. So therefore, okay, they have, they have all the right tools, right techniques, okay, from which, through applying those, tools and techniques, okay, they can, okay, guarantee, okay, that such, such fetters as contrived afflictive views no longer occur within oneself, okay. Now, okay, next in that same sutra, okay, it says that false attachment, aversion, and delusions, which are not likely to recede for many hundred eons, thousands of eons, are eliminated on this ground. This should be understood as the elimination of their seeds. Okay, those, okay, this is little different. Okay. Next, in that same sutra, it states that false attachment, aversion, and delusion, which are not likely to recede for many thousands of eons, are eliminated on this ground. This should be understood as the elimination of their seeds. Okay, and they're true in terms of the specific object of abandonment, relinquished on this ground of the innate afflictions, relinquished on the path of meditation. The first six, the three levels of grade and the three levels of the medium, okay, are correlated with the second to the seventh bodhisattva grounds. Okay, so the second ground has eliminated the grade of the grade. Okay, second, and then third, and then you can come to the seventh. Okay, up to the seventh bodhisattva ground. Okay, so there are six, non-interrupted stainless paths. These are direct antidote to correlated. They are direct antidote to their respective, I think, object to be relinquished. Okay, I think the commentary's order does not speak explicitly of the elimination of acquired afflictions from the first ground and of the elimination of the innate dimensions from the second ground onward, but Nagajunas, okay, that means the commentary's orders, this means Chandrakirti does not explicitly convey the elimination of acquired afflictions from the first ground and of the elimination of the innate dimension from the second ground onward in his auto commentary. Okay, this means in his auto commentary there is no explicit mention about the acquired afflictions from the first ground and of the elimination of there is no mention of in second chapter, in auto commentary of Chandrakirti's auto commentary. In Chandrakirti's auto commentary, there is no explicit mention of the elimination of acquired afflictions from the first ground and also of the elimination of the innate dimensions from the second ground onward. Okay, but the Nagarjuna's precious garland states that until the eighth ground is attained, there is no annihilation of the seeds of the afflictions. Grasping a true existence must be considered an affliction. Okay, until grasping a true existence is annihilated, the identity view does not come to be annihilated. And on the first ground, the three binding factors are eliminated. So these are taught in Nagarjuna's precious garland. So fetters, three fetters we have here. The three binding factors. Okay, three binding factors. Kunjursum. Three binding factors are also contrived factors. Okay. Jigda. In here, what is the jig? I think, okay. Identity. Identity view, okay. Identity view, okay. Contrived identity view. Then also the tarda, or do some contrived, extreme view, I think. Then doubt, afflictive doubt. So these are. So, okay, therefore it is extremely clear that a differentiation between two classes must be met, means therefore it is extremely clear that a differentiation between two classes must be made within the afflictions in general, and a twofold distinction needs to be made with regard to the identity view in particular. Okay, so okay, here when we say it is extremely clear that a differentiation between the two classes must be met, means between the two acquired or contrived, I think, contrived or artificial and innate. Okay, acquired versus innate. Okay, must be made. Okay, must be made within the afflictions in general, and a twofold distinction needs to be made with regard to the identity view. Means also, with regard to the identity view, there are two. One is contrived, the other one is innate. Okay, in particular. Okay. Now in this Chandrakirti tradition, okay, which takes grasping at true existence as an affliction, when the afflictions are eliminated by the uncontaminated paths, the seeds of grasping at true existence are invariably eliminated as well. Seeds of, I think, the seeds of grasping at true existence are invariably eliminated as well. Always, it means seeds of grasping at true existence are always eliminated as well. In this, okay, I think Denzi Re Savabonga means particular, we should say, particular or individual or corresponding seeds of grasping. Okay. When the afflictions are eliminated by the uncontaminated path, the corresponding seeds of grasping at true existence are invariably eliminated as well. I think, okay. Corresponding would be better if you put the corresponding seeds of corresponding seed of, I think, corresponding seed of grasping at true existence are is invariably seeds of corresponding grasping. Oh, I see. So why you put plural? Okay, now it's okay. I think meaning should be, if the meaning is clear, okay. The seeds of grasping, okay. Okay, as well, okay. Then, however, at this stage, one cannot permanently annihilate, even in part, the habitual propensities for dualistic perception. Ninang chulbe baja in Tibetan, ninang chulbat, mistaken habitual propensities for mistaken dualistic perception. I think ninang chulbe baja, that is habitual propensities for mistaken dualistic perception. Okay, I think, okay. However, at this stage, one cannot permanently annihilate, even in part, the habitual propensities for mistaken dualistic perception, which are other than these seeds and are taken to be subtle obscurations to knowledge. So since no subtle obscuration to knowledge can be eliminated until all afflictions are annihilated. Okay, this is clear. Okay. The subtle obscurations to knowledge are eliminated during the three pure grounds. Okay, 8th, 9th, and 10th bhumi or grounds. During the 8th, 9th, and as well as 9th grounds, the subtle obscurations to knowledge are eliminated, I think, are being eliminated. Because of, now we have root text. Because of this, he is at all times also able to destroy all the attachment associated with the desire realm. The Bodhisattva abiding on the third ground becomes almost like the celestial king Indra, the sovereign among the gods. He will at all times be able to destroy all the attachment of the world of the sentient beings associated with the desire realm. Okay. As such, he will become a chip of beings and will be thus skilled in rescuing other sentient beings from the mires of desire. As for the conjunctive particle, also what appears in Nagso's translation, also at all times he will destroy attachments toward the desire realm. Seems to read better. Okay, I think. It means that on the Bodhisattva who are on the third level, not only he has thinned out, okay, attachment, ignorance, anger, and so on and so forth, but and as well as having attained. No, there are many 17 qualities. Okay, not only having acquired those 7 qualities, or we can say, not only the Bodhisattva on the third ground, not has achieved the mitigation of 3 poisons. Okay, afflict 3 poisonous afflictive emotions, and then having acquired the excellent, I think, qualities of 17. Okay, 17 qualities. I mean, 4 states of concentration and 4 states of formless concentration, and then 5 clairvoyances, and also 4 immeasurables. Not only he has excelled, in that, and also having achieved mitigation of 3 poisons, but also, he has become very, very well versed in terms of alleviating and eradicating the other sentient beings, attachment, attachment belonging to desire them in this case, because it should be correspond to having become manifesting as a, as in sovereign, as in celestial king, Indra, the sovereign among the gods, okay. So with this manifestation, okay, what she does is, not only she or he has attained those qualities mentioned above, but he or she is extremely well versed in terms of, in terms of subduing others' attachment towards desire. Okay, that is the meaning. Now, the third heading, I think, the distinctive characteristics of the first three perfections. Now Chandrakirti presents clearly the distinctive features of the practitioners of the first three perfections, the nature of their collection, and what fruits are achieved. It has three divisions. Distinctive characteristics of the first three perfections has four divisions. Okay. The nature of the thing means the distinctive feature of the practitioner. Okay. Distinctive features of the practitioner is the first one. And okay, so means the feature of the nature of the collection. I think nature of the collection, and what fruits are achieved. Okay, three divisions. Okay, then the first one is the distinctive features of the practitioners of the first three perfections. Okay, so in order to show that, okay, we need to, I think, rely on the root text. Okay, so this root text, the three practices of generosity and so on. The sukha allowed mostly for the householder. They also constitute what is known as the collection of merit, and they are the cause of the Buddha's form body. Okay, although both lay and monastic bodhisattvas are practitioners of generosity, morality, and forbearance, from the point of view of what is easier and what is more difficult to pursue, the three practices of generosity and so on are said to be easier for the householder bodhisattvas to pursue. So the Sugata lauded these three mostly for such practitioners. Okay. Okay. Lauded. Lauded means, I think, okay. So that Sugata lauded these three mostly for such practitioners. Recommended, I think, advised. Okay, not only all of the six perfections, but among them, the first three are more, are more emphasized. Okay, first among of the six, the first three are more emphasized for the householder bodhisattvas by Sugata. These three also constitute what is known as the collection of merit from among the twin collections of merit and gnosis. This collection is the cause of the Buddha's form body, that is, its principal cause, the precious God in two states, their generosity and morality, and the teaching on the forbearance. We are taught, especially for the laity. Okay, so constantly cultivate familiarity with these that take compassion as their essence. Compassion as their essence. In the context of, okay, so constantly cultivate familiarity with these that take compassion as their essence. In the context of the three teachings that are easier for the lay bodhisattvas to pursue. Okay, now there is more clarification here. To pursue. Generosity refers to supplying material needs, and okay, we have 4 kinds of generosity, or 3 kinds of generosities. Of them, what is Buddha mostly recommended to lay practitioners is that supplying material needs and fearlessness. Okay, 2. Okay. Morality is that of the laity. Okay. Okay, not just morality, which is of monastics, but of their own morality, laity. Okay, of the laity. Okay, while forbearance is primarily the one derived from reflecting resolutely on the Dhamma. Okay, we have 3 different forbearances. One is disregarding, disregarding, harm, I think. Forbearance of disregarding harm done to you, okay. I think. Forbearance of disregarding harm done to you. And then the forbearance of accepting suffering. And the forbearance of certitude, I think. Okay. So of them, the forbearance of certitude is, how to say, more importantly recommended to or taught to lay practitioners. Okay. Okay. When we talk about the forbearance of, okay, certitude, okay, forbearance of certitude. Yeah, I mean, with certainty, okay. We have, I think, with this, okay, the patient forbearance of certitude, in terms of meditating on or engaging in forbearance of certitude, there are 8 ways. Okay, 8 ways. 8 ways. So the 8 objects. Okay, there are 8 objects. There are 8 objects. Okay, the object of faith. The object to be actualized. I think the object of faith would be is of 3 jewels. The qualities of 3 jewels. Okay, and then object to be actualized. For instance, selflessness of person and selflessness of phenomena. And then 3rd one, the desired object. Desired object is the potency, or the I think potency, I think. Yeah. I think. I don't remember this. Okay. Okay. Sanjay. 2 means that potential. I think great potential. Okay. Great potential. Great ability. Great. Okay. I think okay. Great ability or great potential of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Okay. But this in turn should be understood in terms of their the potential of their clairvoyance, potential of their perfections, and potential of their natural or innate ability. And then I think okay. Then the fourth one is langjak yu, dorjak yu. We have the object to be adopted or the object to be abandoned or discarded. And then object to be adopted would be is the fourth one, okay. Then fifth one, the object to be discarded, okay. Then sixth one, the object of the meditation, that is the goal to be achieved, okay. Buddhahood. Okay. Then seventh one is the object of meditation, that is the method for achieving the goal. For instance, I think, okay. Seventh one, the object of meditation, that is the method for achieving the goal, Buddhahood, achieving the goal, Buddhahood, okay. The method, okay. There are a lot of methods for achieving Buddhahood. Then the eighth one is the object of subsequent practice through study and reflection on the content of 12 branches of, I think, scripture and so this yoga. So I think, okay, so these are the, object of the forbearance of certitude, okay. So how we cultivate the forbearance of certitude, okay, is that you need to create the conviction, okay. You need to develop your own conviction, okay. In order for yourself to become certain about the objects, okay, such as these 8 are, okay, such as these 8 are, okay, such as these 8, just as they are, okay, and then to think about them, familiarize with them again and again, okay, apprehending them without any conflict. So that is cholameva soba, okay. Okay. So it encompasses all these 8. So okay, when Buddha especially, how to say, outstandingly pointing out the patience of certitude to be practiced, okay. The Buddha, when Buddha teaches patience, okay, the perfection of forbearance, okay, forbearance. There are 2 different groups, okay. The lay Bodhisattvas and monastic Bodhisattvas, okay. For the lay Bodhisattvas, Buddha specifically, prioritize, teach them or instruct them to prioritize, okay, more to prioritize, the patient forbearance of certitude more, okay. Okay, because it is among them, it is more suited to the lay Bodhisattvas, okay. So therefore, Buddha is, Buddha is making some different, that's why I think Buddha makes, makes emphasis, okay, different emphasis with respect to different, mental dispositions of students. I think. And then in contrast, diligence, okay, that is to meditative absorption someday, and wisdom are easier to pursue for monastic bodhisattvas. It is not the case, however, that either of those two, lay and monastic bodhisattvas, do not possess the other remaining perfections. The collection of gnosis consists of meditation and wisdom, and these two are principally the cause of the Buddha's Dharmakaya. Diligence is a condition for both collections. Okay. Now a conclusion stating the qualities of the ground. This is the fourth heading. We have root text here. This Bodhisattva who abides in the sun radiating light, having first dispelled perfectly the darkness within his own self, wishes keenly to utterly destroy the darkness in other beings. On this ground, though extremely piercing, no heat of anger remains. Okay, very poetic. Yeah, he is known the Chandrakriti is known to be a very famous poetic. So this Bodhisattva who abides in the sun radiating light, having first dispelled perfectly the darkness residing within his own self that obstructs the emergence of this ultimate ground, okay, shows this to others and wishes keenly to utterly destroy the darkness in other beings that obstructs their attainment of the third ground. Okay. I think okay. It should be clear. Okay. This Bodhisattva pointing to the Bodhisattva who are on the third superior ground, who abides in the sun radiating light. Having in this abides in the sun radiating light. This is not the actual sun. In terms of the sun has the capacity to dispel the darkness. So in the same manner, this Bodhisattva is just like a sun, okay, radiating light, having first dispelled perfectly darkness residing within his own self, means okay, his own self that obstructs his own self. His own self, rangi gyudatoba, okay. In this case, his own self, when we say, when he is already Bodhisattva, third ground Bodhisattva, then there's no any darkness, okay, that obstructs, okay, the emergence of the third ground. So who is this? Okay, within his own self. Okay, who is this self? Where is this self? Okay. Rangi gyudatoba, I think, okay, means rangi gyujiwa, okay, the same continuum, okay, in this case, rangi gyudatoba in original text, rangi gyudatoba mishiba means that rangi gyudatoba means contains in, which is contained in the continuum of self, okay, rather than that particular Bodhisattva who is already on the third ground, okay. So text should be read like that, okay. The Bodhisattva who abides in the sun, having first dispelled perfectly darkness, residing within his own continuum of self, okay. That obstructs, okay, the emergence of this ultimate ground, shows this to others, okay, and wishes that's okay. Then, since this Bodhisattva destroys the darkness of false, that undermine the higher qualities. On this ground, he becomes extremely piercing, like the sun, okay, like the sun, okay. Since the Bodhisattva destroyed the darkness of false that undermine higher qualities, on this ground he becomes extremely piercing like the sun. Nevertheless, no heat of anger remains toward defective beings, for his habituation to forbearance has become, forbearance has become supreme, and his mental continuum has become well polished by compassion. Okay. Number 7, okay, polished, okay. Number 7, okay. This, okay, concludes the thorough exposition of the third ground of the, okay, that's okay. So, okay. So, no, you can means that since the Bodhisattva destroyed the darkness of a force that undermines the higher qualities, on the, he becomes extremely piercing, okay. Piercing, okay. Because, why he has become extremely piercing? Because he destroys the darkness of false that undermine the higher qualities, okay. Higher qualities such as higher qualities that is achieved by third ground Bodhisattva, okay. Okay. Okay, now this is okay. I think, we shall stop here, okay.
May the spiritual teachers who lead me on the sacred path, and all spiritual friends who practice it have long life. May I pacify completely all outer and inner hindrances. Grant such inspiration, I pray. May the lives of the venerable spiritual mentors be stable, and their virtuous actions spread in the 10 directions. May the light of Losong's teachings dispelling the darkness of the beings in the 3 worlds always increase. Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Niryatayame. Due to this merit may we soon attain the awakened state of Guru Buddha, that we may be able to liberate all sentient beings from their suffering. May the precious Bodhi mind, not yet born, arise and grow. May that born have no decline, but increase forevermore. In the snowy mountain pure land, you're the source of good and happiness. Powerful Tenzin Gyatso Chenrezi, may you stay until samsara